Hi guys. So the rainy season is almost over, and whether you're a livestock farmer or a crop farmer, you are thinking about your next move because as we go into the dry season, a lot of things are going to go wrong. And if you haven't planned well during this rainy season, that means you're going to suffer. It doesn't matter what kind of farming that you do. We all depend on rain for a lot of things. As a livestock farmer, as we are entering into the dry season, one of the biggest challenge and things that we are thinking about is feed. Without rain, we know that our grass do not grow as well as they do in the rainy season. And if you don't even have a feed that you've grown for your livestock, then you're in a big trouble because your livestock are going to grow skinnier to the point that you have to sell them cheap. That means that your whole year of hustle and hard work goes to waste. And that's why we here at Farming in Africa are always constantly preaching about growing your own feed if you're a livestock farmer. But if you still don't want to, then we are still going to give you a solution, which is the livestock feed that we have processed here at the farm, and it's in the agro shop. Very nutritious. It has all the minerals that from farmers we know that you need, and vitamins that is going to help your animal grow well. So contact the WhatsApp number below. Visit us in Achimota in Ghana. If you're in Nigeria, we have agents in Nigeria. If you're in Uganda, South Africa, we are there. Contact any of us and we'll be able to help you. But if you have land, extra land in your backyard at your farm like I do, then you want to start planting your own feed. We had a rain yesterday, and therefore we're doing some planting, and I want to show you guys what is going on here. Yeah, so if you guys remember and have been with us longer, then you know that this place used to be the cattle ranch, right? So we have a lot of cattle dunks here. And for the past, 7 months, we've sold all our cows. So we are using this place to actually grow the Semanhyia grass, which is going to be a grazing yard for our goats. But I want to show you guys something. So we've been planting Semanhyia grass all over. We have about 3 lands that we've planted on, but there is nowhere that I've seen this grass be so nice looking and better growing than this. Look at this. So this is your typical Semanhyia grass, but the color of it is so dark green that I haven't seen in any land. And you're guessing probably why. It's because this place used to be a cattle ranch, right? And therefore, you have a lot of cattle down here. And as it rain on, it's growing perfectly well. So we planted this about 2-3 weeks ago, and it's doing very, very well. As you guys can see, very good looking, and I'm very excited. This is gonna take us into the dry season, and because it's still raining, the team is again adding more seeds to it, so you can see it's spot by spot. But we're also planting, and I want to show you guys as well how we are planting it. I know we have a PDF that you guys can download and for the guidelines, but it's always good to see it practically done. And as I always tell you guys, you can do it in 2 ways. So you can decide to nurse it and then transplant it, or you can decide to plant it directly. So this is our seeds. All right, that's it. These can come in different colors. You can have purple, we can have it in blue. It's just a coat. So depending on what coat we use, that's the color you're gonna have. So today we're doing direct planting. So as you guys can see on the ground, we plant it just like we plant maize. It's very small, so you need to have a very dedicated team that will make sure that they are not putting 20 like Frank is trying to do. Put 20 in one hole. That means that even if you have 1 kg, you will not be able to plant even one plot of land, right? So you need to monitor your team and make sure that they are planting it the right way, right? We have some, but we're trying to make sure that the spacing is very small so that weeds do not grow in it. So that's what is happening here. So we're doing about like 1 feet intervals, and this is if you decide to like plant it directly. As I said, you can nurse it and transplant if you're not sure about you know trusted people planting it, then you can decide to do so. But if you're okay to plant it yourself, then go ahead. As you can see, this is one that is doing very well. This place is also waterlogged, so it affected the germination quite a bit. But where we don't have water, a lot of waterlogged areas is doing very well. Look at this one, doing massively well. Yeah. And as you can see, some goats are trying to graze from here, even though it's not ready. But that's our grazing yard. So the main grazing yard is at the back there. So that's where the goats are at the moment. But here we're just trying to establish it before the dry season is closer, right? And that's what we're doing today. There is always work at the farm, guys. You can never go wrong. So yeah, every day we wake up, we try to find something to do to contribute to our livestock production and make sure that our animals have enough food. To me, I always say there are three most important things in livestock farming: it's the health of your animals, management of the animals, and nutrition of your animals. Right? If you get these three things right, then you have a future in the livestock business. But if you don't, then you spend all your money on vaccinations and medications, and at the end of the day, you're gonna lose your flock. So do the right thing. Plant your food before the dry season is here. We are doing it. We've been planting for 4 years, guys, and it's never enough. I know some of you are always saying, asking us to sell you the hay. We cannot sell because once we have food, we become powerful because he who controls your stomach basically controls you, right? So if we have food, then we are powerful because we have no limit to how many goats we can have and how many flocks we can have here at our farm. And that's why, we're using this yard, which I said used to be the cattle ranch, now for grazing field as well, because the soil is very fertile. And you saw it for yourself. The grass are looking very good in a few weeks after planting, So that's what is happening. I'm gonna go get some work done instead of filming. But if you guys have any question, let me know in the comments below, and I will be able to answer and share with you. If you want the seed to plant yourself, then get in touch with us on the WhatsApp number or in the agro shop, right? And let's help you get some. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next video.